Well, it's the campaigns that begin. The federal election is only months away, and certainly a lot to contend with before that. We'll be hearing plenty of campaigns and certainly from oppositions and a lot of independents as well.
Yes, I think it's going to be the most exciting federal election that I've seen in my lifetime. People are already starting to campaign, but you'll notice a lot of smaller parties are popping up, but not only popping up, they might have been around for a while, but their support is increasing. So a lot of people are splitting and they're not voting how they used to, or they're looking and considering something else, which is great because I think that it's been a habit of generational voting or that you just stick to one side only. And I think it's time for people to actually start asking questions about, how has voted for this particular party impacted me in the last 2, 3 years? And if there's a new party or an independent you're looking at, ask questions, call their office, follow them. Don't just rely on media and the opposition to tell you, or even themselves. Do your research, especially those that are current members. What did they vote for in Parliament? What legislation did they support? Is it in line with your belief system? Is it in line with what you stand for? It's okay to change, but don't change because you hate a party or you can't stand someone or because someone's telling you to. Change because you have done your research and you're willing to say, I want to back that particular person.
Are you hearing a lot of people wanting to change?
Yes, actually, we're at the prelim stages of a survey in Western Sydney, and we're noticing a lot of change. A lot of the smaller parties are they're quite popular actually. So I'm trying to encourage people that even if you've voted for a particular party ongoing for a long time, consider others. Don't just blanketly follow them. Don't, turn on someone just because of a media release or something like that. But have a look and see what people are standing for, because often the emotions involved in election can get you all caught up and picking the wrong people. So if it's, childcare, if it's jobs, if it's social welfare, if it's investment, whatever it is that's important to you, go and find out what that particular group stand for. But yes, I've seen a massive trend. People are asking me and our community a lot of questions. And you'll notice with the local council elections lately that there was a lot of change in that as well. And a lot of independents were coming up.
Amanda, we've spoken to you over the course of the pandemic, and we're now looking at Omicron with the cases really increasing. In one place in particular, Newcastle, we've seen a huge spike in cases, and as a result, we've had festivals that have set to hold 12,000 people cancel, along with other small businesses and so forth. How are small businesses in general going, and how long are they going to be impacted from this pandemic?
I like to use the analogy that going through this pandemic for a small business is going through a massive car accident, right? And they've gone to hospital, and just because they've come out of hospital doesn't mean there's not rehabilitation needed. So they're suffering, and they're suffering, for example, like you said, with this, festival being cancelled, that has a ripple effect of small business. They can't recoup that funds. They might get a little bit of grants here and there, but they've got to pick themselves back up again. And a lot of them are just shutting down. We've got restaurants and cafes that can't hire staff because the staff are so overwhelmed after what they went through for the last 2 years. They've completely changed their career, or they've just quit and walked away. So there's this massive ripple effect, and it's nice to have events, it's nice to have investment in key things, but the reality is we need sustainable work. We need contracts for small business. We need them to keep opening up. So we need to look at ways we can keep small business open in future if something like the last 12 months repeats itself.
Let's talk careers, because many people are reassessing their jobs, their livelihood. Is now a good time, and what can people do?
Now is the perfect time. If you are looking for a promotion or you want a career change, there are so many jobs out there right now, and different types of jobs. So you'll see in the last few years there's a massive change of new titles and new roles being created, especially in the digital economy. But have a look of what's out there and go for things you wouldn't normally go for. Look at your transferable skills and take the plunge, essentially. There are so many. I have people constantly saying to me, do you know anyone that can fill these roles? And I said, well, actually, potentially, yes. But unless people are stepping up and saying, you know what, I want to do this. I want to change my industry or the career. Now is the time. You could even upskill, enroll into university. There are heaps of roles out there, TAFE, whatever you can do. And don't slow down over the Christmas break. People are still accepting applications, still be searching online and going for it. But now is literally, it's the perfect time for a career change or for promotion.
All right, sounds like we've got a lot of busy work to do. Thanks so much, Amanda Rose, founder of Small Business Women Australia. Always great to see you.
Thank you.